The future of animal husbandry, the rise of meatless meat. Animal husbandry has been a vital part of human civilization for thousands of years. It has provided food, clothing, and income for countless communities across the globe. However, in recent years, the industry has come under pressure due to growing concerns about climate change, animal welfare, and food security. One exciting solution that is gaining attention is the development of meatless meat, also known as plant-based or lab-grown meat. This new form of food production could change the future of animal husbandry forever. Meatless meat refers to meat that is made without raising and killing animals. There are two main types. The first is plant-based meat, which is made from ingredients like soy, peas, or mushrooms but designed to taste and look like real meat. Popular examples include Beyond Meat and Impossible Burger. The second type is cultured meat, grown in labs from real animal cells without slaughtering any animal. This method is still developing but has already been approved in a few countries. There are many reasons why meatless meat is becoming popular. First, it is better for the environment. Traditional animal farming uses a lot of land, water, and feed, and produces large amounts of greenhouse gases like methane. In contrast, plant-based or cultured meat uses fewer natural resources and creates less pollution. This makes it a powerful tool in the fight against climate change. Second, meatless meat is kinder to animals. Millions of animals are raised and killed every year for food. Many of them live in poor conditions on factory farms. By switching to meatless meat, we can reduce animal suffering and move towards a more humane food system. Third, meatless meat has the potential to be safer and healthier. Because it is made in controlled environments, there is a lower risk of diseases like mad cow disease or bird flu. Also, producers can control the fat and cholesterol levels, creating healthier meat options. Of course, there are still challenges. Meatless meat can be more expensive to produce, and some people are not yet used to the idea of eating lab-grown or plant-based meat. There are also cultural and religious concerns in some areas. But as technology improves and prices fall, it is likely that more people will be open to trying and accepting meatless meat. In conclusion, the future of animal husbandry is changing. Meatless meat offers a promising alternative to traditional meat production. It is better for the planet, animals, and possibly even our health. While it will not replace traditional farming overnight, it is clear that meatless meat will play a big role in the future of food. Animal husbandry may no longer mean raising animals, but instead helping produce meat in new and innovative ways. Preparing for the future, why sub-Saharan Africa must rethink animal husbandry in the age of meatless meat. In many countries across sub-Saharan Africa, including Nigeria, animal husbandry is not just a form of livelihood. It is a way of life, deeply woven into culture, economy, and identity. From the Fulani herders in northern Nigeria to cattle-rearing communities across the Sahel, millions depend on livestock for income, food, and social value. However, the rapid global rise of meatless meat technologies presents a future that may radically disrupt this traditional lifestyle. It is urgent that policymakers, traditional leaders, and communities begin to understand and adapt to this emerging reality. Meatless meat, whether plant-based or lab-cultured from animal cells, is becoming more advanced, affordable, and popular. As of today, products like the Impossible Burger or Beyond Meat are already replacing beef in restaurants and supermarkets in many parts of the world. Meanwhile, lab-grown meat, once science fiction, is now being approved for consumption in countries like the United States and Singapore. Experts predict that within the next 10 years, meatless meat could become cheaper than traditional meat, especially as the costs of feed, water, and land for livestock rise due to climate change and land degradation. For regions like northern Nigeria, where cattle rearing is central to economic life, this shift could be deeply disruptive. If wealthier countries, and eventually urban African populations, begin to prefer meatless alternatives, demand for traditional meat may decline, leading to falling prices and reduced income for herders. Export markets could shrink. Local consumption might shift, especially among health-conscious or environmentally aware consumers. Entire ecosystems of trade, transport, and animal-related services could be affected. The danger is not just economic, but cultural and social. In many parts of the north, Cattle are not just a food source. They are a symbol of status, a store of wealth, and a heritage passed down through generations. Without proper planning, the shift to meatless meat could lead to job losses, rural poverty, and increased tension between communities competing for scarce grazing land or market access. But this challenge can also become an opportunity, if addressed with vision and innovation. Here are a few steps that governments and communities in sub-Saharan Africa should consider now. 1. Diversify livelihoods. Encourage herding communities to adopt other agricultural or economic activities, such as fish farming, agroforestry, or solar-powered microbusinesses. Skills training and small business support can ease the transition. 2. Invest in sustainable agriculture. Rather than relying solely on extensive cattle grazing, promote more sustainable, climate-resilient farming practices that protect the environment and generate new income streams. 3. Support innovation in African meat alternatives. Local researchers and entrepreneurs should be supported to create African versions of meatless meat, using indigenous crops like beans, millet, sorghum, or yams. These could not only be healthy and affordable, but also culturally familiar. 4. Create inclusive dialogue. Engage traditional leaders, herders associations, and community youth in honest conversations about the future. Respect cultural identities while also opening minds to new opportunities. 5. Explore value-added roles. Animal husbandry could still have a place in the future if it focuses on niche markets, such as organic meat, leather, or ceremonial cattle. But it should not be the only option. The time to act is now. As the world changes, we must prepare our rural economies and cultural systems for transformation. If we wait until meatless meat becomes cheap and widespread, it may be too late to adapt. By starting early, Nigeria and other sub-Saharan African countries can lead the way in rethinking food systems in a way that honors the past, responds to the present, and secures the future. Let us not be left behind by the march of innovation. Let us instead shape it, on our own terms, for the good of our people and generations to come.